Hi everybody, I'm Andy Buckets and welcome to what's going to be my first playthrough as a Chinese team in Football Tactics and Glory. I've played this game probably 400 or 500 hours worth. It's one of my favorite, it is my favorite sports management game ever. It combines tactics, which is one of my favorite genres, with sports. If you're not familiar with the game itself, the reason I'm playing it is because they have released this huge DLC that coincides with the World Cup. And if you're wondering why I chose China of all the teams in the world, it is because I have never managed a team in Asia before. And I thought, hey, why not? Let's go with China. So, I'm going to go ahead and click next. All this is ready for me. Alright, cool. Hit play. I'm going to look for a job. They're going to give me... You know what? Actually, I'm going to go back real quick. Got a feeling they may not give me too many options. Look for a job. They're going to give me 5 choices, 3 of which will probably be Chinese, the other 2 will not, or there's going to be some combination. Alright, so they gave me a handful of teams. I've got the Mai in Singapore, Zhangjiang in China, and I just realized why I probably shouldn't play as a Chinese team, because I am not probably going to pronounce a single one. Well, Xi, Lin, Yang, Yuan, Kun, Qin, Huo, Chao, Quan. Okay. Maybe I'll play as one of these teams because that's not as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Here's a Singaporean team. Freddy! You're my superstar. Jeffrey Koo. I mean, one of the Singapore teams might actually not be too bad to play as. Zhangjiang. Yeah, I mean, you know, I did make myself Chinese for a reason. Which is a funny statement out of context. Maybe I should stay in China. I think I will. Actually, what's the Chinese tables look like? If you get to the Premier League, you're playing... Oh yeah, you're playing all the big Chinese teams. All the big cities in China. Whereas with Singapore... Yeah, I don't recognize a single one of those. So, I'll go with Jinhua? Maybe? Jinhua or Zhanjiang? Jinhua? Yeah, why not? I'll accept the offer of them. Sure. Alright, cool. I am just going to very quickly look up this place. Oh, it's just Jinhua. Okay. Cool. Alright, so we are Jinhua FC. That's easy enough to pronounce. Alright, so here's transfer list. I don't care because I don't have any money. And these are just all, hey, welcome to the club. Now, first thing that I'm going to do is the first thing I do every time I start a new campaign. I'm going to change up our colors and our scheme and all of that fun stuff. So, what do we want to go with? Maybe one of these? Cool. What's our image? What do we want our image to be? What do you think Jinhua... You know what? I'm going to look up if Jinhua has a flag in real life, and if it's got anything that, you know, that's in this game, then I'll go ahead and combine those two. Let's see, Jinhua, do you have a flag? Well, I didn't find a flag for Jinhua, but apparently it has an official flower. So, you know what? Boom! There it is. Alright, so let's change this color scheme because I'm not too crazy about green on green. Let's see, what color we want our flower to be? Pink's probably usually a good choice. Ooh, light pink. I mean, it doesn't have to be pink. It doesn't have to be a rose either. We can change it to, you know, I kind of like that. Don't like the borders or anything, but I do like this color scheme so far. Huh? Black, light blue, and white? No. Softer white on there? Maybe. Yellow's a little bit too... Eh. You know what? I might mess with it later. I don't hate this, actually. I randomly clicked something. I don't really hate it. This isn't too bad either. You know what? I might leave it right there. That's actually kind of nice. We'll leave it there, like I said. If I decide to change it later, I will. Alright, now for our Jinhua uniforms. Well, first, let's change this. And, oh no, Andy, what did we... Is it this one that... Yeah, these are our colors, right? Let's just do this real quick. I gotta be careful, because I'll spend incredibly way too much time messing around with this. Let's see. Perfect. Love it. You know what? I'll even keep the black there. We'll go here to pink. That's our away uniforms. Our goalkeeper, I mean, looks fine. That's actually one of our team colors. Hate that, hate that. Not terrible. Kind of reminds me of cotton candy in a way. Don't mind me. Alright, cool. Awesome, great. Got our uniforms, got our logo. For now, like I said, I can change it whenever I want to. Who knows, maybe after a season or two we'll just do a completely different design. I actually think I had a t-shirt like this when I was like 9 years old. And it said Washington, D.C. right across the chest. Even though at that point I'd never been there. I think I got it at a yard sale when I was a kid. Anyways, here's our team. What a bunch of good-looking dudes. Alright. Cool, our first match is against Fuzhou. And they got a tiger, red, white, and blue. And okay, here's our team. Look at their team, look at our team. Notice that all of their stats are very good and all of ours are very terrible. Because we are pretty much a brand new team and we are going to get the absolute shit beat out of us for the first who knows how many matches. Probably the entire year, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and move stuff around. I'll cut this out of the video. Alright, I moved stuff around, so now let's get straight to our first match. Once again, we are going to get destroyed, but hey, we're going to look good doing it. Alright. I'm going to... Oh, it's already sped up. Awesome, great. Yeah, so we're just going to watch them pretty much absolutely obliterate me here. It's not even going to be pretty. Yep, cool, awesome, great. 1-0. If you're not familiar with how the game works, you get 3 movements per turn, essentially. And so I'm going to play that out there. And then I'm going to have him hold on to it. We're just going to quickly go through this. Because the whole point of this right now is just to get experience, which, by the way, that's one of the few times where they don't lose a movement point, was because he used a special skill. You'll see this little slide icon up here. And if it succeeds, they don't lose an action. Which it did, but whatever. Alright, Kun, have you press. Have you try to steal it. Awesome, great. Love it. And then... you know what? Just hold on to it. Like I said, it really doesn't matter what happens here. We're going to get obliterated. Okay. That's a choice. He's going to slide in. He's going to take it, right? He still has one more action. Now he's going to shoot. Hey, we actually blocked it. Look at that. Going to long past that. Doesn't matter. I'm going to move shift back and forth because I definitely need my keeper to get experience. The faster I get a goalkeeper that's actually a keeper, not just a random dude off the street, the better. He's going to shoot and score. I mean, anytime they shoot, it's pretty much automatically going to go in, which is fine. I'm going to pass it over here to Guao. Move over. I have him actually take a shot. I mean, he can't possibly score because of reasons, so I'll just have him hold on. Because he's going to need experience too. Literally everybody needs experience. Oh, wow. He missed. Usually that's a surefire turnover. Oh, wow, he missed again, of course. Where I needed to be was right where he's standing so I could move closer to the goal so I wouldn't have anyone to deal with. But that is beside the point. You know what? Let's try it. Nope, didn't get it. Awesome, great. So I'm just going to have him do this. Awesome, cool. Halftime, 2-0. Do I need to substitute anyone? No. Why would I? Start second half. Oh, so they did, and they changed their formation, allegedly. But Whatever, I don't care. Let's see. Pass it to Guao again. Have him come up. I'll have him hold on to the ball. Of course, he lost it. I'm just going to let him have it and just have Shift move around. You'll see that when he does it, there's a +2 G that pops up. That's +2 to goalkeeping. Once he gets to a certain number, it just automatically, or he'll level up to an amateur goalkeeper, which will make him significantly better, but still pretty bad. I mean, our whole team's pretty bad, so. Cool. Chances of us winning a game this year are pretty nil. Yeah. Alright, well, let's see. Can you... I'll just have you press. Have Lynn here get it. Yoink. You got it. Awesome. Oh, and just have you hold on. Yep, this guy's going to shoot, and he's going to score, and it's going to be 4-0 real quick. Awesome. Once again, it's just for experience. We suck today so that we will suck less tomorrow. Oh well. And he lost it. This is the last turn of the game, it doesn't matter. Once again, just gonna have Shift move around. Cool. Yeah, 4-0. Go us, right? Alright, we got some... Well, everybody pretty much leveled up, which is nice, because then, like, okay, so we got our attacker here. See? Boom! He got a couple more points. That's great. We need that. Then everybody's leveling up to specialization, which is nice. This is the... He got +37 to goalkeeping, which is why I moved him around a bunch. Same thing with Guao. He gets a little bit more as well. Okay. Move on to the next match. Probably won't really change too much, but I'll check the formation real quick to make sure nobody's too tired. Yeah, nobody's tired. We are playing an equally terrible team. Oh yeah, Zhangjiang. That was the other team that wanted me to be part of their thing, to potentially manage them as well. Do I have... Who has the highest control of anybody? My goalkeeper. Awesome. Well, that's probably not going to happen. Alright, cool. This might be my only chance of winning a match this entire season. Oh, except for when we play them again. So I'll play it over here to Guao. He lost possession. Excellent. I'll have Hung move over here. Okay, 1, 2. He's going to shoot. I'm actually going to block it somehow. 1. I have him move up 2, and then I'm going to have him hold on to it. Whenever you hold on to it, your control score goes up by 20, I believe it is. So now he's got a score of 28, meaning that somebody with a higher defense would be necessary, more or less. I'm going to pass it into Guao. Guao's going to move over here. Now, he has an 8 accuracy. Who here has a 4 defense? In theory, I should win this. I should score. There it is. There it is, our first goal as a football club. Let's go. And our first lead. Which, once again, is dog shit as we are. They are twice the dog shit. Actually, they're not. They're roughly the same level as me. Really, when these kind of games where both teams were equally terrible, it just comes down to the RNG. Wow, they skipped their turn. All right, cool. God, I guess I'll pass it into Hung. I'll have him try to get through, which he doesn't. And I'll move Guao over here. Cool. I'm going to pass it in there. Well, shit. There goes our lead. Alright, cool. Love that. Who's got 7, 9, 11, blah, 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 blah. 11 defense, 8 defense, maybe? Nope. Alright. Who's got the better shooting here? This guy does. I don't think it really matters where I go. I can't really defend against it. Yeah, he's going to pass there. He's going to pass it up to Shea. Yeah, at least we blocked it. Cool! Alright, 1-1 halftime. There we go. I was hoping he would bring a defender out. Because now that he's got a defender that moved out, I should be able. Ah, crap. Not really. 1, 2. Whom's got a straight shot? 5-4. And he got it. And now we got our 2-1 lead. Let's go. And we got another block in, which is great. I'll play it out here. I'll have him hold on to it one more time. And I'll move Shea so he can get some goalkeeping points. Yep. And then they passed again. I almost... 1, 2... Shea. Yeah, they're not bringing the defender out, which I don't blame them. Okay. Oh, good. They killed Al Yang. Nah, he's only out for 1 day. I'll put Sue in? Yeah, sure. We'll put in Sue. Okay, interesting. I'll put Guao here. In turn. I'll pass it into Guao. Let's see if we can go up 3-1 before the end of the match. I mean, 6, 7, 4. That's possible. Nope, didn't get it. Cool. They have one more chance to potentially tie me, but I mean... Yeah, no, they just lost. Because they ran out of actions. Oh, actually, looks like we get extra time. I don't understand how extra time is factored in this game, if I'm being quite honest. So, once again, I'll just move Shea around 3 times, because he needs the experience. And there we go, our first win. Let's go. Everybody leveled up, which is great. I think you get more experience for winning, which makes sense. So like, for instance, Shen now has a higher defense and control, which is great for a goalkeeper. These guys got all that. Awesome. Hung. Yep. Getting better. Still, everybody is just a random schmuck off the street, but maybe with a couple more matches, that'll start to... The guys will start to round into form a little bit. Alright, what we got here? Oh yeah, Ao Yang is recovered from from his injury. Alright, Jungmin. I'm probably going to take Ao Yang out. It's a top 2 player, best assistant. Okay, I guess he's got the second most assists so far in the season. Kuhn's allegedly the best defender, which is funny considering we suck. Go to the match. Play. Win our pinks again. Hey, we blocked it. Holy crap. Figured we'd lose by... Figured we'd be down by 5 goals already in 1 turn. Have him hold on to it. Okay, Brian Ju. He's got an okay defense, but that's okay. I'll bring Xia over and have him hold on to the ball, and then we'll do this with Xia again. I almost feel like I should... Seriously? I always feel like before the next time I record a video, I should look into how to pronounce Chinese names. Just so it's not so absurdly bad. Alright, I'm gonna press so I can get the ball back, which I did. And now I'll have Shia hold on to it again. Okay. He got bulldozed over. Do 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 do. Let's see. He's got a 15 defense, Gainik. I'm gonna play it into here. I'm gonna have Gal try to beat this guy. It's not very likely, but if I roll an 8, he rolls badly. Possible. Okay, I rolled a 1. Never mind. Apparently the RNG hates me. Now this isn't great. I'll just move him over here, because now they're going to probably get a shot off, and the more shots they get, the more likely they score. Yep, both of my guys rolled a 1. Not that it really mattered much, because I don't think they could have beaten that guy anyway, but... Yep. Oh great, I rolled a 2 there. I'm glad the game is very friendly to me. Well, I stole it back somehow. Yep, 1. He's going to pass it into his buddies. 2. And we're about to be down 2-0. Whatever, like I've said a dozen times, it's all about experience right now. And that's that. Even though it is kind of annoying when you lose by a million. Whatever. Okay, Xiao's pretty tired. Put Yao Yang back in. Cool. Start second half. They changed their formation. Did they? I don't know if they actually did. I'm fine, honestly. Once again, we're losing 2-0. It doesn't actually matter. Pass. He's least amount of defense. Lost it again. Lovely. Move Hung over. They're going to score. You know, the strategy of passing it out to the wing and just holding on to it, I probably could have beat him to a... Probably could have held him to a 0-0, 0-0 tie. 1, 2, Ao Yang. I rolled a 1, and he rolled a 2. Which I know is possible. Is it? I don't think it should be, actually, but I digress. Okay. Just going to end our turn, because who cares? He's about to score again. Yep. Look, I know our team sucks, but how many 1s have I rolled? It's starting to feel like this is a little bit rigged. Oh wow, they brought out a defender. And he slid through, so he gets his turn back. Cool. Just gonna do one of these. You know what? This guy needs some experience. Why not? Cool. He's gonna slide through and steal it back. Oh, actually he didn't. He failed. This guy's gonna shoot from way downtown and score. Yep. Yeah, alright. Well, that's not... Like I said, I've known from the beginning that we're gonna lose by a million every match. Alright, okay, but we got good experience out of it. Let's see. Okay, awesome. Shift finally became a goalkeeper, so upgrade him. He's an amateur goalkeeper, but his defense and control are going to go up significantly. Yeah, 10% defense when he's in the net. I also get a choice of an ability between playing out, reaction, and long pass. Reaction's nice because Rainbow Feint is annoying to defend against. Long pass is also kind of nice because you can get a counterattack going pretty quickly from the goalkeeper position, but I want to take reaction. Rainbow Feint is one of those special abilities that just... it kills me. I love using it and I hate playing against it. So if I can counter it somehow, I will. Alright, this is probably going to be the last match for this video. Wenju versus Jinhua. I'm going to put Yao Yang back in. They're not... their goalkeeper's a 33. Come on, dude. Alright, both wearing black, which isn't great. I'll move them to their light blues, so it's easier. Alright, I'm going to pass it up to Hung. I'll have Hung come over here. And... yep. I mean, he's got a 10, which isn't terrible. He could beat a 14 with a 10. It's possible. Not when you roll a 1, though. Ah, my god. How many 1s? I mean, like I said, it's... when your stat, when the highest you can roll is a 10, you got a 10% chance of rolling a 1, so it's not like it's unheard of. It's not like I got a 1% chance or something. But still, it's annoying. Am I in his way here? I don't think I am, but we'll do this. He's going to pass over here to this guy. This guy's going to pass it into that guy. Now he's got a free shot at the keeper. And he scores. Yeah, we tried. Oh boy. Forgot they get the ball to start. We about to be down 2-0. Yep. Awesome. Love it. Peasant Hung. Have Hung come out here. Have Hung shoot. And he rolled a 4. That's okay. Now that's interesting. He decided to go back 1. Could try. I actually won it. Okay. Well, this is a real opportunity to score. Maybe. I mean, it's the best chance I got. And I rolled a 1. Seems like every time I have a best chance to win, or to score something, I roll a 1. Yeah, well, that's the joys of the opening matches of your career, I guess. Oh, pass it to Hung, why not? Let Hung get some experience out here. Well, if I were able to get it into Hung, if I was able to get it to him, he'd be in a great spot to shoot. 1. Well, might as well try killing the guy, right? 1, 2, he's gonna shoot. And blocked it. Look at that. Gonna pass it out here to Yao Yang. Maybe we'll get some extra time and get one more turn. Yep. We got a free kick out of it, so there's that. Yeah, okay. Pass in the... wow! Alright, last turn of the game. It's a 9 versus a 9, which is even, and then I gotta beat the 21. It's not gonna happen. And it happened. Of course it isn't. You know, I probably should just say it's not gonna happen every single time I shoot, because apparently that's how it happens. Oh well, at least we didn't get shut out. Now I'm a little bit upset we gave up that second goal, because we could have got out of here with a draw. Oh well. Alright, yeah, my boys leveled up pretty good. Hung got a couple more. Got better at defending all across the board. Let's go. And Guao has made it to being an amateur forward, so he is no longer just a dude. Now he gets to choose a talent. I'm definitely taking Rainbow Feint because I hate that with a fiery passion as a person. Let's see the table. We are somehow in 6th of 8 teams. We haven't played Mao Ming yet. Actually, is that who we're playing next? Yep, that's who we're playing next. We're playing Mao Ming next. They're technically worse than we are at the moment, but I've got a feeling they're actually not. I mean, we might be able to pull it out, but that's for next time. Alright, cool, yeah. So this has been a great start to our campaign, I believe. And next time we'll get into playing Mao Ming, and we'll see how much better Jinhua can be. So, alright, thanks for watching.